Hello, my friends. Welcome back to American Lingo Academy. I'm Fiona, and today we're going to learn another 10 common English phrasal verbs that native speakers use all the time. These phrasal verbs are very useful, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Now, before we jump in, let me tell you something important. Phrasal verbs might seem tricky at first, but they're actually everywhere in English. Native speakers use them constantly because they make our language sound more natural and conversational. So don't worry if they feel confusing right now. We're going to take it step by step, and I'll explain everything in the simplest way possible. Let's get started with our first phrasal verb. Number 1, be not on. This means something is not acceptable or not okay. When we say something is not on, we're saying it's wrong or inappropriate. It's like saying, that's not right or that's not fair. For example, imagine your friend always borrows money from you but never pays it back. You might say, this is not on, you need to start paying me back. Here's another one. Let's say someone cuts in line at the coffee shop. You could think to yourself, that's just not on, everyone else is waiting too. Number 2, be off. This phrasal verb has a few different meanings, but the most common one is when something is canceled or when someone is leaving. It can also mean something tastes bad or has gone bad. For example, if you were planning to have a picnic but it starts raining, you might tell your friends, the picnic is off. Let's stay inside instead. You might hear something like this too. If milk smells strange when you open it, you could say, this milk is off. We need to throw it away and buy fresh milk. Number 3, be on. This is the opposite of be off. It means something is happening, something is scheduled, or something is working. We use this all the time in daily conversation. For example, if your friend asks about your dinner plans tonight, you might say, yes, dinner is still on. We're meeting at 7 o'clock at that new restaurant. People often say something like this when talking about electronics. If someone asks why the TV isn't working, you might check and say, oh, the TV is on, but the volume is turned down really low. Number 4, be on about. This means to talk about something continuously, often in a way that might annoy other people. When someone is on about something, they won't stop talking about that topic. For example, imagine your coworker won't stop complaining about the new office coffee machine. You might think, what is he on about now? He's been complaining about that coffee machine for 20 minutes. Here's another one. If your teenager keeps talking about wanting a new phone, you might say to your spouse, she's always on about getting the latest iPhone. That's all she talks about anymore. Number 5, be onto. This means you've discovered something or you understand what's really happening. It's like saying, I figured it out, or I know what's going on. Sometimes it means you've caught someone doing something they shouldn't be doing. For example, let's say you notice your cat has been acting strange and hiding under the bed. Then you find a broken vase. You might say, ah, now I'm on to you. You broke my vase and you're hiding because you know you're in trouble. You might hear something like this in a detective movie. The police officer might say, I think we're on to something here. This evidence shows exactly what happened. Now, before we continue with the rest of our phrasal verbs, I want to ask you for a small favor. If you're finding this lesson helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other English learners find our content. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We post new English lessons every single day, and you don't want to miss them. Your support means everything to us here at American Lingo Academy. All right, let's keep going with our next phrasal verb. Number 6, be out. This simply means someone is not at home, not at work, or not available. It's one of the most basic phrasal verbs, and you'll hear it everywhere. For example, if someone calls your office looking for your boss, you might say, "I'm sorry, but Mr. Johnson is out right now. He's at a meeting and won't be back until 3 o'clock. People often say something like this when talking about evening plans. "We wanted to invite Sarah to dinner, but she's out tonight. She's at her book club meeting." Number 7. Be out of. This means you don't have something anymore, or something is finished. When you're out of something, it's gone and you need to get more. For example, imagine you're making breakfast and you go to pour milk on your cereal. You might discover, "Oh no, we're out of milk. I need to go to the store before I can eat my cereal." Here's another one you'll definitely relate to. When your phone battery dies, you might say, "My phone is out of battery. Do you have a charger I can use?" Number 8. Be out to. This means someone is trying to do something, usually something that might harm or trick another person. When someone is out to do something, they have a specific goal or intention. For example, if you think a salesperson is trying too hard to sell you an expensive car you don't need, you might think, "I think he's out to make as much money as possible, even if the car isn't right for me." You might hear something like this when people are gossiping. "I don't trust her. I think she's out to steal my boyfriend." This means the person believes someone is intentionally trying to take their boyfriend away. Number 9. Be snowed under. This is a really useful expression that means you're extremely busy or you have too much work to do. When you're snowed under, you feel overwhelmed with tasks and responsibilities. For example, imagine it's December and you work in retail. You might tell your friend, "I can't go out this weekend. I'm completely snowed under at work because of all the holiday shoppers." People often say something like this during exam time. A student might explain, "I can't come to the party on Friday. I'm snowed under with studying for my final exams." Number 10. Be taken aback. Our last phrasal verb means to be surprised or shocked by something, usually in a negative way. When you're taken aback, something unexpected happened and you need a moment to process it. For example, let's say you've been working really hard on a project and you think your boss will be happy. But instead, your boss criticizes your work. You might feel taken aback and think, "Wow, I wasn't expecting that reaction at all." Here's another one. Imagine you meet an old friend after many years, but they act like they don't know you. You might be taken aback and say, "I was really taken aback when she pretended not to remember me. We used to be such good friends." And there you have it, my friends. 10 super useful phrasal verbs that native English speakers use every single day. Remember, the key to mastering phrasal verbs is practice and repetition. Don't try to memorize them all at once. Instead, pick one or two that seem most useful to you and start using them in your daily conversations. I really hope today's lesson was helpful for you. If it was, please show your support by hitting that like button, sharing this video with other English learners, and leaving a comment below. I love reading your comments and hearing about your English learning journey. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because we post new videos every single day to help you improve your English naturally and confidently. Keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.